sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
3.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. They go play action with Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Taken down by Reuben Foster. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Haskins on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
26-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Prescott from the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Big yardage that time for Washington. 72 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down now, Pollard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The 12-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jamal Agnew on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And